Hello everyone. Today in this session, I am going to be introducing everyone about Spark. So what is Spark? Spark is actually ETL built ecosystem. It is a community platform where students, mentors, and university faculty they can collaborate with each other, and students can gain guidance from mentors. They can get mentorship. They can get their queries answered. It is basically built to bridge the gap that exists between students and the industry alignment, to bring students on the industrial scale. So in today's session, I'm going to be showing you the features that have been implemented so far in Spark. This is the homepage of Spark, which you would see once you log into Spark. So if I take you one by one to the different features, if you click on this button, it will take you to your profile. Now, I am a regular user of Spark, but when you will log in, it will ask you for some basic information such as the username and your designation. Mine is a student. You could be a mentor or a faculty member. Then it is going to ask a little about you, some skills, interests, then your contact information, education, or any social links that you want to add. This is the basic UI of what the Spark profile feature is. If I move on to the next one, this is connections. Here, these connections are sort of those which you do on LinkedIn, very similar. So as you can see, these are all the connection requests that I've got and sent. Incoming ones would be the ones which other people send me, and in outgoing, these are the connections that I've sent so far, and these are the people that I have connected with yet. So the purpose of this is to connect students with the like-minded people as well as mentors and the faculty of their choice, etc., etc., so that they can collaborate with them and get guidance. Then, if we move on to posts, so this feature is public for everyone. Students they can post their queries, and then mentors can answer them, or students can post their achievements as well and then get feedback. As well as mentors, they can post their job opportunities if there are in their companies, and university faculty they can also post about any events that are being held in their university for the betterment of students. So this is how posts are made. You can see we have an image over here. This one of our associates, Aisha Shafiq, has written an article on agile methodologies, and then we have also a guide to prompt engineering, again by one of our associates, Farhadullah. Then we have the chat feature as well. Here you can chat with your friends, or you can form groups, you can form teams for hackathons for different purposes. You can even contact mentors and chat with them on different topics. Then we have an events feature. Right now, this is yet to be implemented, but in the future, we would have this is basically an admin worked feature. This here we will post events, webinars, or seminars, or any competitions that we are going to hold, and then students can take part in it as well as anyone who's interested. Then let's move on to communities. This is the basic USB of Spark, and this is what runs the FIP program at ETL. So as you can see, we have over here different communities. These are actually university communities. So what happens in FIP is that we collaborate with different universities, and we ask them for students who want to gain advisory, and then we provide them an advisor from the ETL project advisor pool, and they have a meeting 1 hour a week, and then those advisors help the students to make their FIPs, and FIPs basically are supposed to be market ready. So this is how ETL pushes FIP. So this is the basic layout of the communities feature, if you see. And if I have to make you walk through a community, let's go to one of our internal communities, which is ETL Hub. So this is the UI of a community. As you can see, we have community rules over here. We have the community name over here, whether it's public or not. So university communities are usually private. The ones you've seen over here, these are all private communities, as you see this log over here. But if you see in the ETL Hub one, this is public to the people who have joined this community. So the reason of this being private is that since we host FIPs over here, so if some external person comes, they won't be allowed into the community. But if you want to join a community of your university, then you will have to send a request to join the community. You can view it, but you cannot join it. And here we have again back to ETL Hub community. You can see there are different channels that we have created. So within a community, different channels can exist. There is an about section of the community. Then there are community starts telling about how many members there are in the community, how many are online now, and when was the community created, etc. And again, these channels can also be public as well as private for different purposes, obviously. If I take you one of these communities, you will, sorry, one of these channels, you will be led into spaces. So there are communities. In each community, there are channels, and within channels, there are spaces. So here you can see a list of spaces. These are the joined ones, which means that I am a part of Spark development, and here are the rest which I can join. So if I happen to launch the space, you can see a basic overview of this space. There are 14 members, 4 active feature and 4 active users. And here you can write a specific overview of what this space is going to be about. So moving on to these features, post and chart are, we have already discussed. There is nothing new in this. If I take you to the project management, here you can see all the projects that you're going to manage, the active ones and the drafts. There are no drafts right now. But if I take you to the Scrum board of this community, so here you can see the Scrum board. So this is the sprint where this is the sprint that is being used right now. So in a way, these Scrum boards teams are using to complete milestones where tasks are properly created and tracked as well. If I move to the backlog, initially tasks are created in the backlog and efforts are being estimated against those tasks, and then these tasks are moved to sprint for sprint planning activities. And here you can see that the sprints are being planned. There are statuses, priorities, points, assigns, actions, everything is listed in the sprint. Then if I move to overview, here we track the overall sprint and see the visual KPIs in the form of these burned out charts like Jira and many other project management tools. And here you can also see the current sprint which is going on, how many tasks are there in the sprint, how many have been completed. You can also see the tasks in the backlog, the members of this of the project, and then the recent activities of each member. And then you can see the burnt down charts according to story points as well as the tasks. If you head on to Teams here, the admin or the T space editor, project admin, can have a track of how many people are there in the team and what are the roles of these people. So we have a project admin, we have a project editor, and we also have a project viewer, but that is not mentioned in one of these roles. We do have that setting as well. And then these settings portion is usually for the admin to update and make any changes if they want to. So this was all the features that have been implemented in Spark so far. But we do have two major features in the pipeline, which is the reward system and mentorship. We want to host one-on-one mentorship on Spark very soon, inshallah. So this was all about Spark. If you have any questions, any comments, then please feel free to ask.